How do, Internet, and welcome to Artisan Binks. Something a bit different here tonight. We are not going to be drawing around the world geosketching. We're going to be doing something a little bit more important. As many people will know, tomorrow is Mother's Day here in the UK, and for people who are unprepared, lazy, whatever you want to call it, they might be still sat up at the moment, like me, the night before, making and creating a card for their mother. I thought I'd bring you along for the journey. We have a card here. We've laid out our borders with some masking tape, and we are all ready to go. I'm not sure what we're going to draw. I'm not sure where it's going to end up, but I thought it could make an interesting video, and you can watch me try and figure out something to make my mother happy, my very wonderful mother happy, on Mother's Day. And so I've got a card, I've bordered it out, and I've got some watercolours and a fine liner and my usual kind of little set of equipment. And what I'm currently thinking is if I come in, we could maybe do a little cheeky chick, maybe. Not really sure. Can't decide exactly what I want to exactly what I want, but I'm thinking we try and get a nice little cheeky little chick in here. Go around like this, and perhaps holding a sign with its little wings. She'll be coming around this way, coming off this way, and coming around this way. And so for anyone out there that is creative or likes to craft and make, you'll know that every Mother's Day, every celebration, you always end up, well, I always personally end up making, 24 hours before and the night before, the day of, a very quick card. I always say to myself, I'm going to be more disciplined next time. I'm going to have a card prepared. It never happens. So I've given up with it happening. So we got here the foundations of a little chick holding a little card here, and we can have on it number. Don't know why I've gone with the symbol for number when I could have just put NO, but it's the little things. Number 1, Mum. That's what we're going to have on it. And we can just make very quick, fun little card. Adding that personal touch. Also meaning at the moment we don't have to go out shopping. We can have this little wing over the mum, because that's the kind of clumsy thing I would do. And I think we've got ourselves the very basics helps there of a nice little Mother's Day card. And so we hope that the paint goes onto this paper well. We've done a little test down here. You can see a card by Artisan Binks all ready to go. That was me just a few minutes ago, testing that the ink and paint was suitable for this paper. Because the last thing you want to do is go to all this effort. Those eyes look a little bit too far apart. You're getting a very good bald cam shot. I'm going to bring those eyes in a little bit. Colour them in all the way. And then coming up from here, we're going to go in just like that. And then we're going to come round with this beak. And we're going to divide this beak across like that. Maybe I should have made him smiling, but he's not. It's a very serious business. He's making sure he maintains that 2 meter distance with his sign for number 1, Mum. What a weird Mother's Day it's going to be. A whole year has passed since it became clear that COVID was going to be here for the long haul, and got a socially distanced Mother's Day to look forward to. What are you doing with your mum for Mother's Day? Are you out there? Are you preparing a virtual Mother's Day? Are you lucky enough to live near, close to your mother, to get out for a little walk with her? Let me know down in the comments what your plans for Mother's Day are. And make sure that you treat your mum to all the good times you can give her. Because even from a distance, she's still your mother. She's still wonderful. So number, symbol like that. Needs to come a bit further in. And I'm going to be brave. Am I going to be brave? Am I going to post this tonight, the night before? Just in case she sees this. But to be fair, I don't think she comes and watches these videos that much. I guess there's only one way to find out. If we post it and she comments, we know she's been. If she doesn't comment, maybe I need to change this number. Who knows? But either way, she's still my mother, and I still love her to absolute pieces. Not physically pieces, because that's a little bit grotesque. But I love her nonetheless. I've just decided that ducks, chicks... Is it a chick? Is it a duck? I have no idea. It's cute, and it's what I've drawn. And we'll do a few little love hearts around it too, because we love our mums very much. And pop this in like this. Maybe we leave it at that. Maybe we see how that goes. See where that ends up. What we will do is we will now remove all that pencil work. Start coming in with some colour. So we're going to be coming in quite heavy with a nice little yellow. Let's try and clean off our pad of yellow as best we can. Is it going to be more this kind of yellow? Yes, it is. We need to decide on a colour for that sign. And we need to try and work out but I think mothers especially appreciate a handmade card. They appreciate the effort being put in to provide them something that you've made. It can be terrible. It can be awful. But personally, I think it gives a lot more of a character, a lot more of an indication of how you feel than a store-bought gag. Unless, of course, it is a massive 99p card that she can't fit on a mantelpiece. Then it's just funny. And I respect that. But I don't know. I think she's come to expect a handmade card off me. Not gonna lie, most of the time when I was younger, when she ended up getting handmade cards, it was a result of poor foresight, poor planning. But nowadays, not so much. Nowadays I see it as a nice little task that'll make her smile. And that's what we need at the moment in this world. We're facing what hopefully is the back end of the pandemic, but we'll see. And we just need to keep smiling through it, keep loving each other, The world still revolves. And we've just got to enjoy the moments we can. So this little chick here has come for a social distance visit. He's stood at the bottom of the driveway. Maybe I should have drawn the whole scene. With a sign. Just letting his mum know how he feels. Like I will be doing tomorrow. Weather dependent. I'll be nipping round to drop off a present. Hopefully, now that the restrictions allow it, go for a little walk, a little jaunt as well. And there we go. Get some little bit down here on the feet. Maybe take the finer tip here, this water brush, just like that. We're going to need to colour in these little love hearts, because we love our mothers, don't we? And maybe we add some background. Could add a little horizon line, maybe some flowers. We'll find out in a minute. We're just letting this flow, completely unplanned, straight from the mind and the heart onto the page. My brushes are all dirty now. Let's clean them off. Don't want this colour anymore. We need a colour for the background. It's going to be a blue. Or maybe the ground's going to be a bluey green. I don't know. It's going to be this colour. So whatever colour we makes in this little pan. Just like that. We've got ourselves a bit of this here. Got ourselves a nice little line down here. So we'll give ourselves a little horizon line we can come up and work around. We've got the masking tape, which will keep our edges nice and tidy once we've taken that off. The little things, you've got to make sure that you give everything you do in life that little bit of pizzazz. Add in the little clean border around the edges. A 5-minute job that'll provide us a nice clean result. Nice clean result, and it'll be worth it, very much so, in the end. There's a value in doing your best at whatever you do in life. That's straight, not quite. Let's bring it up a little bit further. And then we can bring in some other colours. A bit more brown than that. A little bit of kind of reed bushes going on in the background here. Imagining that we are down by a river somewhere within the duck domain. Very much so. So we'll add a little bit of this, a little bit of green. We'll just start building up a little scene in the background. Not sure where it's going. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm drawing, but we're going to let those little things just pop up and let the scene dictate what it is that's going to appear. That's the fun bit of painting. You don't have to be good at it to do it. All you're doing is relaxing, having a bit of fun yourself as well. And that's a nice little scene there. Quite like how these bits turned out. I might then think about where can we make it all. Can we get a little blue washer in the background? Bit of that blue, bit of this blue. We'll just add in some little wavy stripes around all of our little love hearts. Just adding a bit of texture, a bit of colour. Not really planning any of this. Just concentrating on the art of doing. We might need to come in and add a little bit more colour on these just to make them pop out. That's fine. We can do that. It's our little creation. If anyone else out there has been making Mother's Day cards and you want to share your creations on social media, drop a link in the comments. I'd love to see what other people have been making for their mothers. I'd love to see all the creative folk and non-creative. We're not going to, my other half has made her mother a card, and anyone that knows her would agree with me when I say creativity levels not very high, but she has a go, and it's always appreciated. It's like I said, it's not about, it's not about skill or quality necessarily. I mean, I'm not the most skilled maker and painter that there has ever been, or there ever will be. But I like having a go. I like having a play. Nice big reeds coming up here. Just like that. And then I think we're going to want to come back from this brush and we're going to want to grab some more red. Really, really well diluted red. Nice and vibrant. Just come back and cover these over. That's fine, we can do that. And we need to colour in our banner. And I think I've saved my self by making tonight, with a few hours remaining until it's officially Mother's Day, so I think that's fair enough. And say that I was prepared. I planned. I didn't make it on the morning of. I made it before. Now, what colour do we make this sign? Maybe the red goes on quite nice. Kind of playing with a bit of card. It's got the fold pre-folded into it. It's just something we had in our various little craft boxes, and I thought, let's see how the paint goes. Let's see how this paper goes. Part of the fun when you're making is exploring different mediums, different papers, different paints. I will hopefully be doing some more of that in the near future. At the moment, as you can see, as you might have noticed in the videos, of the geosketching videos that I've released recently, my studio has slowly been changing behind me. The other week the walls were not painted. This week they have been base coated. It's a slow progress. Working full time at the same time as making does that to you, but we've needed to fill holes, move lights. We're going for a full redecoration in this room. I've currently got, if anyone's seen the pictures on Twitter, my whole filming setup is kind of in the middle of the room. We work around it and we cover it over with plastics when I'm not using it. Right. Let's see. Let's go blue on the other letters. Let's have a change up. Because we can. Why the devil not? This is a very dark blue. Maybe that's why not. But there we go. We'll keep trooping on, because it's still an M. And we'll slowly bring this round. Bring it round, finish off this last letter, and then We'll get it written, sealed up, ready for a special delivery in the morning. And there we go. Very, very, very little serious looking fella down here. Gonna add a little bit of, just using up the rest of my pigment just to make some little bits of features. We could add, clean our brush off a little. Say a little, quite a lot. We could even go that extra mile. Add a little shadow. Just to solidify the beautiful day this guy is having, visiting his mum from a distance. Do we try and add some like little, well, we've started now. It was that question of do we try and add some little feather marks, but it turns out that's exactly what we're doing. Just trooping on, mark by mark, creating a little scene. Delightful little ducky. He loves his mother, just like I love mine. Bringing it round. Do 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 do. Trying to keep all our strokes kind of going outwards. I forgot on the first round, but it makes it then look like it's nice and fluffy, which is what we're going for. We've got a little fluffy boy, little fluffy chick. There we go. Fluff, 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 fluff. Ain't you just delightful? And there we go. All we have to do now is go for the big reveal. Remove our tape. Hope that it doesn't lift off all of our paper. And we'll see if what we've got is serviceable. Look at that. Nice clean lines. That's what I like to see. Coming down with this here. Popping it off. One Mother's Day card. Made with love. Slightly ripped in the corner. It's alright. It's part of the rustic charm of a homemade card. Got our fold point here in the middle. And there we go. I'll write a nice message inside. We've got a little bit of an overspill, but we'll live with that. And I hope you all have a wonderful Mother's Day out there. Go have a social distance visit with your mother. Tell them you love them. Keep them dear to your heart. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining Artisan Binks over here. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment and subscribe. I'm not going to tell you where those buttons are. I'm sure you can figure it out for yourself. I enjoy making these videos. Creating and making is a brilliant passion of mine, and I'm going to be around for a long time, so if you want to come along for the journey, you're more than welcome.